Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the modern periodic table. We are starting the discussion on the modern periodic table in this session. The elements with the similar properties comes in the vertical columns of the modern periodic table. They have the similar properties. That's why they are called the groups, because the classification of the elements is made to make the elements with similar properties into group. That's why these columns are called the groups. They are 18 vertical columns. So there are 18 groups in the modern periodic table. And there are 7 horizontal rows and they are called the periods. See it with an example. In the first column of the periodic table, modern periodic table, first element is hydrogen. Its electronic configuration is 1s1. And second one is lithium. Its electronic configuration is 1s2 2s1. Means last electron is the first electron in the s orbital. In the same manner, sodium is the third element in the first group with the electronic configuration 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1. In this way, the valency configuration of the first group elements is ns1, means 1s1 2s1 3s1 4s1 in this way. The second group elements have the valency configuration as ns2. For example, beryllium 1s2 2s2, magnesium 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2. Next 4s2 5s2, means the valence configuration of the second group elements is ns2. And in the 13th group, the last electron goes into p orbital, the first electron in the p orbital. So the valence configuration of the 13th group elements is np1. For boron 1s2 2s2 2p1. For aluminum 3p1, in this manner. And also the elements, while we are going down in a group, have the principal quantum number in the increasing order. For example, in the hydrogen there will be only one shell, so its principal quantum number is 1. And for lithium 1 and 2, second shell also is there. For sodium, first shell, second shell, third shell also is there. So increasing order of the principal quantum number can be seen in a group, and the similar properties can be seen in a group because their valency configuration is same. The last electron, the differentiating electron in the first group and second group, enters into the s orbital. So first group and second group elements are called the S block elements. And the differentiating electron in the 13th to 18th groups enter into the p orbital, so they are called the p block elements. From 3rd to 12th, the differentiating electron enters into the d orbital, so they are called the d block elements. The elements after lanthanum in the 6th period are called the lanthanides. There are 14 elements, and other 14 elements in the 7th period also kept under the main periodic table. The differentiating electron in these elements enter into the f orbital, so they are called the f block elements. So the elements are divided into 4 blocks in the periodic table. They are S block, P block, D block and F block. 1 and 2 S block, 13th to 18th P block, 3rd to 12th D block, and the 2 rows under the main periodic table in the modern periodic table are F block elements. S, P, D, F block elements. Here you can see it. The differentiating electron in sodium enters into the S orbital, so it is S block element. The differentiating electron in the aluminum enters into the P orbital, so it is P block element. The differentiating electron in the scandium enters into the D orbital, so it is the D block element. And if the electron enters into the F block element, for example cerium, the differentiating electron enters into the F orbital, so it is the F block element. By this we can conclude that the elements in the modern periodic table are divided into 4 blocks S, P, D, F in a way that the groups are vertical columns contains with the same valency configuration with the similar properties, so they are called the groups. The horizontal columns are called the periods. Let us know in detail about the groups and periods in the next session.